even if perhaps he's not 21 pounds behind the best, as Michael Dickens suggests. Well, the tapes are up, and as we've seen so often recently, no one particularly anxious to go on at all, but it is in fact Ashley House who leads his 5 rivals into the first fence. Ashley House and Kevin White, Robert Earnshaw having chosen to go to air, jumps the first beautifully. Crimson Embers jumps it very big in second, the novice. And they've got 2 complete circuits to go, and at present the pace is far from searching. Ashley House from Crimson Embers, Brown Chamberlain's in third on the rails. Upside him, upside of John Frankham, is his arch rival Peter Scudamore, riding Sailor's Return. And then the last 2 are Bright Dream and Coomstitch, settled down by Colin Brown last of all, hoping no doubt to reserve him for a turn of foot such as he displayed at Ascot, to win in such remarkable style that dramatic Lambert and Butler Premier Chase final. Ashley House, the horse who's entered in both the Go Cup and Grand National, jumps the second fence in front, but he's by no means a certain runner or even a probable runner in either race yet. John Frankham in second place, lobbing along on Brown Chamberlain, this horse who's only been beaten once over fences, apart from his 1 fall over fences. As they jump the water, Ashley House, Crimson Embers, Brown Chamberlain, Sailor's Return, and the last 2, Bright Dream and Coomstitch. Bright sunshine now, quite a keen wind though coming from the west, and a beautiful jump there by Brown Chamberlain takes him up into second place behind Ashley House. The novice Crimson Embers on his outside as they come to the 5th. Ashley House, Brown Chamberlain again out jumps the novice, who gets a reminder. In 4th is Sailor's Return, 5th is Bright Dream, and last is Coomstitch as they come to the second ditch. Ashley House and Sooty White by a length and a half from Crimson Embers in second, Brown Chamberlain third. And again, a beautiful economical jump by Brown Chamberlain. Already 3 times a winner over this course, remember, notably that famous success in the Sun Alliance Chase. This is the 7th fence, another plain one. And Crimson Embers having a good look at his fences, but of course he's taking on vastly more experienced opponents here. Ashley House, Crimson Embers, Brown Chamberlain, Bright Dream, Coomstitch and Sailor's Return as they come towards the 8th. Ashley House, who if he wins today will have netted £30,000 in prize money in 3 weeks, and a brilliant jump there by him from Crimson Embers and Brown Chamberlain as they run down the hill for the first time. There's a fence which sometimes catches horses out, just a slight climb as you come to it after a downhill run, but they're not going fast enough for it to be a searching test here. And Ashley House jumps it first from Brown Chamberlain on the inside, then Crimson Embers, Coomstitch is on the left, Bright Dream is in Mr. Joel's colours, and Peter Scudamore is last but one on Sailor's Return. Round the elbow and facing up to 2 more plain fences, Ashley House, Crimson Embers, Brown Chamberlain in that familiar position of his, stance of his under restraint. He takes a bit of a hold and waggles his old lop ears about, and doesn't make it easy for John Frankham. Flicked over that one, the 10th. But it's not a big problem for John, but he's not a comfortable horse who seems to switch off. The leader jumped that really big. That was the 11th, Ashley House from Crimson Embers, Brown Chamberlain. Of course, they're not going fast enough, really, for it to be easy for John to settle exactly as he'd want. So now, just a complete circuit of the course to go. And Ashley House, perhaps the number 5 seed in Michael Dickinson's stable. He's in rather a similar position to Bob Paisley. He's got internationals in his reserves almost. Ashley House by a couple of lengths from Crimson Embers and Brown Chamberlain, then Bright Dream and Sailor's Return, and last is Coomstitch. The next is the 12th, another plain fence. Ashley House, Crimson Embers, Brown Chamberlain, then Bright Dream, Sailor's Return and Coomstitch. And no one's pressed the button yet. This next is the water. Ashley House, Crimson Embers, Brown Chamberlain, then Bright Dream, Sailor's Return and Coomstitch. Coomstitch still last. And they've got just over a mile to run, and this is the last ditch, or rather the penultimate ditch. Ashley Howe still, as they go towards the 15th, comes up quite quickly. Ashley House, Crimson Embers, Brown Chamberlain, a little gap to Bright Dream, Coombs Ditch, and Sailor's Return now last. And now they're quickening, and this is the last ditch, the 6th from home, with Ashley House by a length and a half from Crimson Embers and Brown Chamberlain at the ditch. And Crimson Embers just hit the top of it, but it didn't stop him. Ashley House by 2 lengths from Crimson Embers. John Frankham looking very comfortable on Brown Chamberlain as they jump the 5th last. Coombs Ditch is in 4th, Sailor's Return 5th, and Bright Dream made a mistake there. At the top of the hill, we're just under 3/4 of a mile left to race. And now Sooty White's trying to slip him a little on Ashley House, but he's not far ahead of Crimson Embers and Brown Chamberlain and Coombs Ditch, who's moved right up onto the heels of the leaders as they jump the 4th last, and Ashley House went right through that one. That was a very flamboyant jump, and he wouldn't get away with that at Aintree. But he has got away with it here at Cheltenham, but Crimson Embers has gone up on his inside, and these two are now neck and neck. And John Frankham still waiting on Brown Chamberlain, he's 3rd, and Coombs Ditch is 4th as they jump the 3rd last. Ashley House jumps it away to the right, and Crimson Embers made a bad mistake in 2nd, and that's knocked the stuffing out of him for sure. Brown Chamberlain now moving up to dispute 2nd place. John Frankham looks cockily over his right shoulder to see where Colin Brown is on Coombs Ditch as they come to the elbow with 2 to jump. And Ashley House still leads, but John Frankham is looming up on the outside on Brown Chamberlain. Crimson Embers is sticking on well, and Coombs Ditch is still in there with a small chance as they come towards the 2nd last. Ashley House challenged now by Brown Chamberlain. Brown Chamberlain goes right through it. He goes right through it, and that's cost him a length or so, and Coombs Ditch is now looming up on the outside as they run towards the last. Ashley House gets a reminder, and Coombs Ditch looks the danger, but here comes Brown Chamberlain again, makes another mistake, and on the run-in, it's Ashley House and Coombs Ditch. Coombs Ditch takes it up now from Ashley House and Brown Chamberlain. Brown Chamberlain finishing, but it's Coombs Ditch striding away for another big race win, and he's up to the 2 good horses. Coombs Ditch with 50 yards to go. Coombs Ditch wins the Tote double chase. Brown Chamberlain is 2nd, Ashley House is 3rd, Crimson Embers was 4th, 5th was Sailor's Return, and last of the 6 was Bright Dream. So a shock result in the Tote double chase, a win for number 4 Coombs Ditch, owned by Mr. R.J. Tory, trained by David Elsworth.